They should continue to visit the site because we're going to be launching additional functionality starting November 15th. So vendors should definitely get on board. Send us an email, info@blackgayweddings.com, if they're interested in being listed on in the directory.
Happy Thursday. It's been a while since joined IG Live with you guys for probably a couple months now, but we have something really special. If you hadn't seen the post that I put, I believe it was maybe last week. Don't quote me because time is just, relative right now. We were suspending some of our IG lives just because there were so many other amazing things going on for education and opportunities for people to learn and digest what they were learning. And we have Black Gay Weddings tonight. They just joined. Let me add them in here. And we are going to be talking about their amazing new website. So if you guys are, hey,
Hey, how's
how
it
are
going?
you guys?
Good. How are you?
Doing well. It's so good to see your faces.
Great to see
Yours as
your
well.
beautiful
Oh,
face as well.
thanks. So, right now, everybody is, kind of going crazy with all things election, voting,
Right. Mhm.
and it can definitely be overwhelming for a lot of people, whether it's anxiety inducing or, just stressful in general. And one of the things that I definitely wanted to have you guys on tonight, because this is like the perfect time. Your website just launched.
Right.
Anyone who needs a nice little break for some beautiful photos, videos, inspiration, celebrating love, all of that, go to Black Gay Weddings. Oh my goodness. That's all that you need to do, really. Like, you need like a little mental break. Just go to Black Gay Weddings, go to the website, and there's tons of videos. So tell us a little bit about, obviously you guys were working really hard to get the website up and running the last time we chatted. So tell us a little bit about what people can expect when they go online, when they go to the site.
Looks like Lawrence had to leave for a moment, so I guess it's on me. Well, Black Gay Weddings, we launched October 18th was the official launch of blackgayweddings.com. So I don't know if you got a chance to tune in to the launch party at all, but we had a lot of things going on. We had Jensen Atwood from Noah's Ark was with us. We also had a drag personality, Foxy Roxy Wood, who is a doll baby. So you'll be seeing more of her again, trust and believe. There are wonderful wedding stories, and from engagements to elopements to there's all kinds of inspiration there. I just, we're just so excited that it's actually, we've been talking about it and talking about it, and finally, yay, it's here. See, like right behind us there. So it's nice to click on there and be able to see all this love,
Yeah,
on one site. So
I love it. Tarka said amazingness. Agreed, 1,000,000%. And
oh, thank you.
that's just one of those things that, like, it definitely, from when we had talked before, when you guys were kind of telling the story of how you had conceived of it, like, it's just so needed. Like, there,
Oh yeah.
in terms of representation, in terms of that, all day, every day, Black Gay Weddings. Like, that's really just a wonderful spotlight for people who, who want to be able to see themselves, and not
Yes.
play for 3 or 5 million different things before, actually seeing something that looks like a wedding they want or someone who looks like them. So
Yes.
that's fantastic.
Yes.
So,
Representation is everything.
absolutely. And so videos, are there like links to vendors and like things like that so people can, obviously I know that you guys it's up and running, but pick up your sleeve and like cool new features that like haven't dropped yet. So what can people kind of expect going forward?
They should continue to visit the site because we're going to be launching additional functionality starting November 15th. So vendors should definitely get on board. Send us an email, info@blackgayweddings.com, if they're interested in being listed in the directory. And there's a lot of other things that are getting ready to happen that we just can't disclose right now, but you're going to love it.
I love it. Well, someone just joined and they said they're single and they want to get married. They want to know who wants to marry them.
Oh, yeah. Sorry, not a dating site. Wish we could help. You have to come already ready. So I'm sorry.
Well, that's not nice.
Yeah.
I'm joking.
We're going to be working on that. You know, we'll probably develop something later on, you know, as a spinoff,
Maybe a dating app.
Yeah.
Hey,
Just maybe.
Yeah.
listen,
We'll see.
dating apps are in desperate need of some good, good quality. You guys know. So
Yeah.
you guys
It's been so long since we dated. Like,
Yeah, we haven't dated in like 2 decades.
I don't
Yeah,
know.
it's been
Same. Yeah. Derek says do it. Do it. There you go.
Yeah, I think that is more than likely going to happen.
Yes, because
Yeah.
if Erica said do it, then hello, you have to do it.
Yes, you have
Right.
to do it. Yes, I love Terica. She's amazing.
I love it. So there's going to be all these new functionalities. So for vendors who blackgaydates.com,
Like
I love it.
I can't.
Perfect. I love it. Morris said hello. Morris
Hi.
said hey.
Hi.
So yeah, I mean, those are the things that, when it comes to any type of, business in general, the main thing is really just making sure that you're filling a need,
Right.
because you can have the best idea ever. And if nobody needs it or wants it, doesn't matter.
Right.
Yeah, that's true.
Events by Juana.
Hi,
Hi,
Juana. We love Juana.
And she loves
She's in NOLA.
I love it.
Yeah.
So yeah, I mean, and I think that's what's so great about it is like you guys saw, I mean, because you guys, for people who don't know, you guys started this site because there wasn't that type of representation, right? When you guys were.
Correct.
Exactly.
Correct.
And so, I think that's what's so cool. Like, I love that because it's like, not only are you like, okay, this needs to happen, but you're like, I'm going to make it happen because it's not like you're not already married. Do you know what I
Really?
I love it. But it's not like you're not, it's not preventing you from getting married or, celebrating your love, but it's about paying it forward and helping other people. And I love that because I think it comes from such a genuine place. And I mean, that's the whole point is like, it's to celebrate that love. And
Right.
so being able to do that. And can I just tell you, I cannot watch the videos unless I'm like not going anywhere. On. I have to have a box of tissues next to me. Like I'm like crying. Like
Yeah, see, he does the ugly cry all the time.
it's bad. It's really bad.
Yeah.
So that's the only thing I really hate about Terry just put blackgayweddings.com. So the only thing that I hate about your website is that I can't watch it like anytime. I have to like time, like I'm going to bed and then I'm just like ugly crying and
It's so crying is good. It's like a good release. It's good to cry. It is.
especially now. Again, see, really what the world needs right now is everyone just needs to go to Black Gay Weddings because if you're, again, with the election, if you're stressed out, if you need to release some of that energy, the stress, you go there and it's therapeutic. You guys are really serving the greater good of America.
Right.
Aw.
Right. Vote first, but then
Vote first.
We can't tell you who to vote for,
Nope.
but just make sure you vote. Make sure you vote.
I love it. I
Just
love it.
saying.
You guys are so funny.
I didn't say anything.
No, not a thing. Not a thing. Goodness, I love it. I voted today. I went and stood in line. It's in New York. It's raining, so it was raining. Stood in line for 2 hours.
Wow.
and I got to vote, and I was so excited. It was like
Yes.
mine was like forever long, and people were just like standing in line, like, you know, nobody was like complaining. Everyone was just excited to be there, and
Right.
so energizing. Like it's so
Yeah. Yes.
amazing because
I hope to be jumping up and down November 3rd.
me as well. Sipping your coffee.
From my mug.
I love it. I love it. Oh my goodness. So tell us a little bit about so vendors, if they want to kind of get more involved with Black Gay Weddings, what can they do? Go to the site. Is there a place for them to like sign up? Should they just contact you?
The best way to actually get involved now is to send us an email at info@blackgayweddings.com. And I will be sending out additional information between now and the 15th of November. And once the 15th of November hits, everybody should just be ready to sprint because some good things are getting ready to happen. That's all I'm saying. I'm excited about it. I mean, the launch of the website was part one. Now the launch of the directory is part two. And then after that, oh.
I love it.
A whole lot more.
Like,
Sounds like a lot of work, doesn't it?
you guys never just do like one thing. It's not
No.
like, oh, we're just gonna do a website. It's like Terica's like she's your admin tonight. She's putting
Thank you, Terica. Thank you.
Terica's,
Can we pin that? Should we pin? Let me see if I can do it. I'll try.
you in it?
I'm gonna see if it'll let me.
I'll definitely put it when I post it after. I'll put it all in there. West Africa's here. Sweet.
Hey, West Africa.
We love Terica.
I love Terica. She is a real hoot. I love going on her page when she's doing her thing.
I
don't
can't
think it'll. Yeah, it won't let me do it. Well, wait.
to be quiet because
Yeah.
if I'm watching Terica when I'm supposed to be quiet, I just can't. I'm like like laughing. People are like, what is going on? Like, I'm like, never mind. No. Yeah.
She's fun though.
Yes. So that's awesome. And I think it's one of those things too that, you know, obviously representation,
Mm-hmm.
but on top of that, being able to know, Morris says he's on board, Shades of Gray, being able to know that the vendors that, you know, that you want at your wedding, instead of having to like try to do it all yourself, knowing that vendors are already vetted, that they're already on board and love and especially Black gay love, which I think is so great because again, the last thing you want to do when you're planning your celebration of love is to try to potentially come up against people who are going to tell you that your love's not valid or that they don't want to celebrate with you. That's like, I mean, that's anxiety inducing. Do you know what I mean?
It is. That's almost criminal.
I agree.
I was getting ready to say something else, but
I agree, and that's what's so like. I love that because I mean that's. Listen, we're all hoping that we can celebrate on November 3rd, but in the event, no matter who. But no matter who is in office, no matter who controls the Senate, no matter what, at the end of the day, the fact is there is blackgayweddings.com.
right.
Go there, you are loved, supported, represented, and done. And listen, you guys are great, but you do it so well. And I know that you guys constantly, there's a lot of people sipping tea in the comments. I love it. But I love that you guys, like, seriously, it astounds me because I'm on the East Coast, you guys are on the West Coast, and I'll get like messages from you guys that like, I'm like, I think it's like 4 a.m. What are they doing? Why are they up?
Right.
I work in my sleep. Mm-hmm. I do my best work sleeping. I don't know if that was worded right. I don't know if that was a good way of putting it or not. Not sure. But you know what I mean.
Rewind.
I know what you mean.
You know how you get your stuff and you go over, you get in the bed and you like have your laptop and all your gadgets and you just do what you do, you know, and I'm very productive in that space.
Don't forget the wine.
Oh, and my wine or champagne. I have
Hey.
to have, you know, a little glass of Vouv will do.
That's
Hey,
right.
get
That's
you
right.
going.
Terica says the hustle don't stop, and that is so true. It's one
That
of those.
is very true.
Morris says hustle hard. I mean, it is, because those are the things that, whether it's, 9 at night or it's 9 in the morning or 4 in the morning.
Right.
Do you know what I mean? Because
Yeah.
it's one of those things. Brown Sugar says, I'm always wishing to be like y'all. Aww.
Aw.
So
Thank
sweet.
you.
So, but those are the things that, you know what I mean? Like especially when you're getting things off the ground, it's like there are not enough hours in the day. And so you breathe, eat, sleep, like everything
Mhm.
about what you're putting together. And so, and again, you guys do it so well. I love that, because
Yeah.
it's one thing to do it and it's another thing to do it well. And I think it's great when people who are really kind of the pioneers, they're doing it and doing it so well, so that it really raises that bar, because it's not just like, let me just slap something up there and be like, oh, look, it's Black Gay Weddings. No, this is Black Gay Weddings, people. Like,
Right.
this is like high class. Like, this is like beautiful, amazing work. So yeah, so definitely you guys need to check it out if you haven't already.
Okay.
Sorry, I had a call come through. That's weird. It's never done that.
I was like, what happened?
Like, who's calling me now?
It happens.
Yeah.
It happens. So Morris says it's a pleasure being featured on Black Gay Weddings. I love that you guys, I mean, literally every single photo that you guys put on your Instagram or your video is just rude. It's just amazing. Like, it's like beautifully captured. It's beautifully put together, and it's one of those things that you can't look at it and not love it. Do you know what I mean?
Right.
And again, it just comes to that whole, like, you're doing it, but you're doing it so well. So I really appreciate that. I think Terica says your ideas.
Thank you.
Totally.
That means everything. That's very sweet of you to say. We try our best. I have to say that Lawrence is the brains behind a lot of the IT things that you see happening, from the commercials to the promos, the website, because I can't program a thing. But we are blessed. I'm blessed to have him. We're blessed to have him.
We're blessed to have each other.
And he does a lot of stuff, behind the scenes that I don't think I give him enough credit for. But a lot of the things that you see, even down to have you seen the swag box that we have out? Yeah, we can get you one too. So make sure you send us your Addy so we can.
I need a swag.
Yes, you need your swag box. So we definitely have to get. So he was the brains behind the packaging and all of that. So he never sleeps either. So
you wake up at 2:00 in the morning. You got an idea. You write it down. You jot it down. I have like 5 different dry erase boards in my office.
He really
that I
does.
actually have to really go to, and I'm writing down ideas and I'm linking from one idea to the other, and everything has to work. So, but I receive. I guess I receive a divine message every night that tells me to get up.
Every night there's a message.
I love it. Terica says my cold black heart is melting. We're blessed to have each other.
Oh,
Love it.
so
Yeah.
What do you like about the site?
Say again?
What's your favorite part of the site, or what do you like about it?
I love the fact that it's one of those things. Like, I love the fact that it's live. Like, I love the fact that it's there and it's available for people. I love the fact that it's, again, it's one of those things, like, whether we're talking about diversity or representation or whatever it is, it's one thing to do it, and it's another thing to do it well in terms of excellence. It's not just like thrown up there. It's not just like, haphazardly put together with some, you know, Comic Sans blue font. Like, you know, like it's not just like, you know, like throw it. It's a beautiful site. It makes sense, and it's all there. Do you know what I mean? Like it's, I don't know. I think it's one of those. I don't know how you guys curate all those photos because, and video, like that right alone is like a 50-person job. Like how do you?
Hello, can you tell him that for me? Oh my gosh. Sometimes I look at my phone and I go, why do I have all this stuff? No, but I love it. I think I love reading the stories of the different couples that we get to feature because everyone has such a unique story. Of course, as you know, love is definitely a beautiful thing, and it's great to be able to see it through the eyes of other people, you know. So I love that. And like we said before when we talked to you before, we get the videos and I'm like, oh my gosh. And I'm standing in the middle of the floor and I'm like ready to boohoo and sob because it makes me so happy that, you know, because at one time you didn't see that.
Yeah, exactly.
You couldn't go onto a website or you couldn't log on to a social and be able to see, you know, people of color, Black people in love and gay and happy, you know, that lead normal and productive lives, you know. So I think that's what this
maybe not normal though.
Not normal?
Not normal.
Why is it not normal?
There's nothing normal about what we're doing.
You mean it what? No, that's not what I meant.
No, I know. I'm just saying it's not. We don't live a normal life. You know.
Oh, we don't lead a normal life. No, our life isn't normal. Now, that's some other stuff. That's a whole nother situation.
That's a whole
other subject. Yeah, our life is something always going on. But no, the letters and the emails and the direct messages we get, just all like someone wrote to us yesterday from Singapore and said that this is the highlight of his day, that every time he turns on his IG account, our pictures always pop up first for some reason. And he says it just brightens his day because when he looks on the news and sees everything else in the world that is happening, he can come to Black Gay Weddings and get a little bit of sunshine from just a post. And I think that's wonderful. So thank you to that gentleman who sent us that message on yesterday, because that made me feel good as well. So I'm glad that we can bring some sunshine and some inspiration to someone else. So
Terica's crying right now.
Oh, Sarah, stop crying. I don't know. Why can't I see any comments? Oh, I have to scroll. No. I gotta work. But
Please don't ask, how long have you guys been married?
Oh gosh.
We just celebrated 3 years of marriage. But we've been together about 15 years now. 15 years. And that story's on blackgayweddings.com as well. No.
Under the BGW story.
Yeah.
I love it. I love it.
Yeah, I always say that he kidnapped me and told me, you don't have a choice, you're coming with me.
That's not how the story reads, but you know,
yeah, I had to read that story to make sure he didn't add anything extra in there. Like, wait a minute, that ain't how it happened. But no, I'm blessed. I'm very blessed to have an amazing and wonderful husband who is super supportive. And when he first said that we were going to do this, I thought, how are we going to do this? Like, how? And here we are, like, what, less than 3 years later? Mm-hmm. It actually came to pass. Like, it's actually here and it's happening and it's inspiring people and it's encouraging people. And that's really what we wanted to do. And then, you know, all of this other stuff, you know, like being able to provide, you know, resources for people to get inspiration who have ideas about their wedding. Hello, Terica, because I love to hear her when she's talking about, you know, people see these pictures of this luxury wedding that they want to have, and then it's like, but this is my budget. And she's like, no, ma'am. So even we're going to touch on some things with that even still, because, you know, tips on, you know, tips and tricks, planning, DIYs, all that stuff. So we would definitely love to pick Terica's brain just to see, you know, what she thinks about it. We'd love to have her on and, you know, talk to her and get some ideas from her as well, because she has so much knowledge. She's like a wealth of knowledge. So
seriously, like you could put like a sieve up to her and just like for like days and weeks, years. He says, pick away.
Exactly. And I was gonna say this too before I forgot. I feel like that gay couples, gay and lesbian couples, we don't have weddings. We have more productions. If you notice, I think that gay couples, gay and lesbian couples go all out. Like, I don't think I've seen, even on a small scale, like what do they call them? Micro weddings.
Wedding.
Even those are like
Mini
productions and kind of over the top. So, you know, it's always a production with us. So I love, you know, when I get to see, you know, because we've seen some pretty unique ones. We've seen like people who had like a Broadway like play theme. We've seen all these different themed weddings, and we love it. So, you know, the ideas that people come up with, the things that they think of, like it's stuff that I would never think of in my own head. So yeah.
Yeah, Terica says it's because it's a true celebration, and I totally agree. I think it's one of those things that, you know, especially when for so long you were told that you know, like you can't legally get married or you're less than valid or whatever the case. And now it's like, no, we can.
Yes.
And we can, and we're worthy of being celebrated. It's like, oh, we're going to celebrate because we got hundreds of years to, you know, make up. He's like,
I'm pointing at him because so everybody thought that I was the groomzilla.
No.
Wait. I got the floor. I have the floor. The floor is on me. I'm like in school. Hi, teacher. Hello, me over here. So this is what happened when we got ready to plan our wedding, and we flew to Vegas to plan our wedding, and we sat down with our planner and the florist. And I remember walking into the florist, who Randy, I hope you're on here. Nikiti Floral, amazing. We love Randy. She is literally a part of our family now. Anyway, so Randy can attest to this because she was in the room. And so she said, well, what is your vision, or what do you see your wedding being like? So, I mean, it was so beautiful. And the way she said, she even had like silver bowls for our dogs to drink water out of, like a sign when we walked up to the door saying, welcome to Nikki. I mean, it was like she rolled out the red carpet for us. I will never forget that experience because she made it amazing. And she had like this huge warehouse of anything you thought you wanted to have equipment-wise for your wedding. I think she might even had a hot air balloon in there somewhere. But I mean, she literally, just to say, she had everything. And so she started talking to us about our vision and what we wanted. And he kind of took over the conversation and was like, it has to be grand. It has to be over the top. It has to be this. And I'm thinking, you told me to be quiet and that we're on a budget. What happened to the budget?
I cannot recall any of that. I really can't.
So, yeah, Terica, we'll be calling you. But no, we had an amazing wedding. We had a good time. It was all about love, and it goes by so fast. So I tell everybody, enjoy it, because you spend all that time planning, and then like before you know it, it's the end of the night, and you're like, is it over?
Right.
Really?
Right.
All that thought, and that's it. So you want to treasure the moment, have a good photographer, a good videographer, so they capture everything, and you can just go back and just look, and you have all these great memories. So.
And then you can put your wedding on Black Gay Wedding. You can submit it to Black Gay Weddings, and then
yes, please submit, please. I'm so glad you brought up submissions, because so many people send us direct messages, and unfortunately, there is no way that we can answer every person's direct message. So we encourage you to use the submissions link, and he is more the IT genius. So when there's an issue with the submissions link, I always say, shoot us an email. We always reply, and he can walk you through the steps. And so far, it seems to be working pretty well, but we still have people that are getting caught up with, submitting, photography to us. But
right. It's just a matter of, the sizes that we require. We require at least a 1 megabyte file for it to look crisp on the website.
Right.
And, there's a maximum. Of course, you can't send us a 100 megabyte picture. That's just craziness. But it's all in the text. If they just read, it would be perfect. But we're gonna make it simple. We're actually gonna do a video.
We are?
Yes, we are.
Wow.
We're gonna do a video of the submission process. We'll probably have Foxy Roxy talking through it.
Oh, Lord, that's going to be funny. If you watched the launch party and you saw Foxy Roxy, then you just know that is going to be hilarious.
Exactly.
So yeah. So that's the thing about the submissions. And, you know, we want to be able to include everyone. And there is a review team. Not every submission gets featured, but we're going to try to make sure that we mention everyone because we want to show everyone some love. And
There's a new functionality coming to the website soon.
yeah, so he's got some great things in store that are coming and merchandise and stuff like that. So we're excited, you know, about all the stuff that's to come. So
I love it. Your on-call concierge says, don't y'all look cute? I think we're
that's
super.
Belene in Memphis. She might as well be my cousin. So hi, cousin.
I love it. It honestly, like, and that's what I think, I mean, I think you hit the nail on the head because people, you know, halfway across the world, they're coming to the site, and anyone who needs that kind of pick me up, emotional, mental boost, especially right now, this is the time that we all do.
Yes. I feel like, especially now with the whole Supreme Court justice pick and, you know, the marriage equality, you know, a lot of us have concerns about like what's going to happen, you know, as far as, you know, like marriage equality and things like that. And I think women are concerned with Roe versus Wade. All these different things are at stake. So, yeah, I don't want to go political, but there are some things that we as, you know, gay and lesbian people have to be concerned with this, you know, current administration and everything that's happening. So that's why it's so important that we vote. We got to vote. Make sure y'all vote.
That's right.
Vote.
But that's exactly it. I mean, there's so much right now, I think for everyone, really. I mean, if you take a minute to really think about it, it's like Terica says, your lives and rights are not political. Don't get me riled up. Exactly. You know, it's like, you know, these are things that are just like basic human dignity rights, like as a human being, you know what I mean? Like, so that's where like it really frustrates me. And I know that so many people, it's easy to spiral into that kind of like anxiety, you know, depression, where you're like, the world is literally caving in on me. What am I going to do? You go to Black Gay Weddings, and then like you can like emerge from your mound of Kleenex because you're going to cry your eyes out. You're going to emerge from that mound of Kleenex and you're going to be crying. Whew, that was the best. Like, that was so much cheaper than therapy. Like, it was like,
yeah, it is. Like, those weddings are amazing, and amazing wedding planners like Terica and Events by Juana and NOLA Event Planners, all those. I'm trying to shout them all out because we have so much support and so much love that comes from so many different places.
Auntie Marion is awesome.
And Auntie Miriam at Absolutely Blooming in Dallas, who is a firecracker, and we just love her. So
Love all the days.
oh, and oh my gosh, love all the days.
Jordan.
Jordan, I always tell her that I feel like Jordan is a little mini Oprah. She's so empowering. I just love Jordan, and we're going to be with her on the 11th of November, I believe, for her event, which is, I think it's from ally to advocate. Am I saying it correctly, Jordan? So we're excited about that too. So thanks for including us, Jordan.
I love Jordan. Terica says Jordan. So Jordan, so we're having some of the speakers on from her Ally to Advocate in the next kind of week and a half, leading up to it, because I think it's so important for people. I mean, listen, everybody was very excited because I feel like, one, yes, there was a breaking point, but also two, people they were like literally doing nothing at home. And so they were like, I want to be excited about something. I'm going to be excited about Black Lives Matter. And then now it's like, you know, 6 months later, and they're like, oh, I'm kind of working and I'm kind of doing all these other things. And they're just not as excited about it, which I think is unfortunate because Black lives still matter. And so if you're not still doing something, learning, growing, then that's a problem. Right. And so I love that she's really doing that. She's providing an opportunity for people to really continue to grow, because I think sometimes the issue is not that people don't want to, it's that they don't know what to do next.
Yes.
Read the book. now what do I do? You know, or they're like, I watched an IG live, you know, or I went on Black Gay What, like, now what do I do?
Right.
So
Education is key. It's good to be educated. You need to know, you know, a lot of people want to do things, but they don't know how. So that's why education is so important, that you go and get the information, because the information is out there.
Yeah.
And I don't think, I mean, I just Google, hello, you can.
I know.
Yeah.
Listen, I think when Terica was and Terica remind me, I think when she was on my IG live, we were talking, we were like, because basically people were like, you know, like, oh, I don't know what to say, or they're like asking their Black friends about things, whatever. And it was like, there's no such thing as like Black Google. It's not like there's a different Google for Black people or like Asians or white people. Like, it's Google. Like, it's Google. You can type whatever you want in there and you're going to get an answer. Like,
Right.
if you know that people are, you know, they're hurting or they're mourning or they're frustrated, that is not the time to be like burdening them with like, what should I do now? How should I?
Right.
That's not, it's not considerate. It's not loving, you know? So it's one of those things like, you know, you need to be able to take some responsibility, just like anything else in your life. Like, you want to do better in business. Guess what? You should probably do something about it. There's a million courses. You can get a coach. You can, I mean, do you know what I mean? But it's like, no one's going to like come knock on your door and be like, let me take you by the hand. And like,
Exactly.
you know, so you have to take some responsibility. It's so funny. So I have to scroll back. Someone said, Brooklyn to Uptown said, it's so funny the way the screen is split. It looks like I'm someone in your office visiting over the desk, and like I'm sitting on the, like I'm just like,
Like you're sitting on top of the computer screen.
I love it. I love it. That's awesome. Tell everybody.
Like, hey guys.
I feel like you need to have a screen right at the top, so then it looks like I'm like peeking out. Like,
It does look like you're hovering over our computer, doesn't it?
I love it. I love it. That's awesome. Marion says, treat people like you want to be treated. Exactly. You know, it's like, you know, you can't expect people to just like, I don't know, wipe your butt and do everything for you. Like, you have to take some responsibility.
Yeah.
So yeah, gay dating coach says thumbs up. There we go. We have a gay dating coach.
Hi, gay dating coach.
And
I'll be reaching out to you soon.
exactly.
Shoot us an email.
Yeah, info@blackgayweddings.com.
And then, you know, the dating app,
Yep.
it's
There
next.
you go.
It's next.
The gay dating coach. We're gonna be looking for that. So many people do. Always, whenever we've been live in the last few weeks, when we've gone live, that's been the one thing that a lot of single people have said. Like, why don't you guys have some sort of, you know, gay dating app or some sort of gay date? And I'm like, we're trying to comb through all these weddings we got right now. You know, but you know, it's not. We're not close to the idea. That's for sure. You know?
Well, I love it because, again, it's really about that celebration, and it's about seeing the need and filling the need and doing it well.
Right.
Gay dating coach says that he's going to reach out to you guys.
Awesome.
It's, you know, but that's the thing, and that's what I love, is that you're doing it well, and I mean, you're doing it so quickly too. Like, I mean, obviously you're working like round the clock in that
Yeah.
champagne and
We
tea.
don't sleep as you. It's like, what is Michael doing? I'm just like, okay, got to do this, got to get this.
I know,
gotta
I'm like,
talk to
what
this person, got to do this.
Mhm.
You know, I get my work ethic. I kind of model myself after him a little bit. I will go to bed at some point, but he will burn the candle all night long, getting it done.
Oh
And
my
he
goodness.
literally did that with the website. Like, he worked on this day in and day out. He was on it. And he's still on it. Like,
Yeah, we have some gremlins in the system that I'm trying to work out. I will get you guys. Trust me, I will. But yeah,
Love it.
but we're working
I
it
love
out. We're working it out.
pray for me. No. I need it. I live with him. Yeah.
Yeah, right. Well, and that's a whole other thing. So for people, because I know that it's not super common, but there are some instances where people, you know, you're doing a business with your partner, your spouse. How does that work? I mean, obviously, because you're both
You're really going for the juggler there, aren't
I'm
you?
just
You're asking.
people who are like,
You're asking the hard questions. Go ahead. Why don't you?
so for people who are like, I love what they're doing. I want to do something like that. Or how does that work? Like, what are the
Prayer
keys?
supplication.
Yeah.
It is.
You know, you think that it would be over. Okay, well, you know, we came up with the idea. Okay, I wanted to go to school to make sure that I would be the best I could be. So I got the master's in journalism. You know, just finished it up in June.
Congratulations.
Thank you. Third master's.
I feel like I'm in school when he's in school. That's why I'm like,
So, you know, he's been feeling a little neglected every now and then, you know, when I was in school, but now it's like, you know, we're just constantly going and going and going and going. It's like, all right, hey, you know, let me get my coffee first before we get into a business meeting. You
I
know?
will literally shower, get myself together, get dressed, and it's like, even though the office is home, I will walk into his office and be like, okay, so good morning. And the first order of business today is, and he's like, wait, whoa. And I'm like, I need this, and this. And he's like literally looking up at me like, you cannot be serious. You did not just come in here. You haven't even turned the coffee pot on yet. And you're already like giving me 150 orders. And I'm like, oh, I'm sorry.
And then I reverse the role. I say, I'm the CEO, okay? You need to work. You remember that. You know, then he tells me, well, I am the husband. Remember that.
Mm-hmm. And when you close the office, you got to go home, which is here.
I love it. I love it.
No, I think we're doing pretty good. I think, you know, there are moments when, you know, with anything, you're going to disagree, and we have to put a pin in it and come back to it later, you know, but for the most part, we always find a compromise and we work it out. And so
a glass of wine does the trick all the time.
Yep.
But there are a few things that a glass of wine will not fix.
Yeah.
This is true. This is true. But for us right now, a glass of wine, and we take time off. We watch movies, and, you know, we still have our couples time. Like, we did a movie outside the other day. He had the idea. We have this huge projector, so we took it outside and we watched. It wasn't my idea, was it?
Yeah, it was.
It was. And then that's the other thing. He's always making me respond, giving me stuff that I'm like, I didn't say that. I didn't do that. I just take it, whatever. It's fine. But no, we reinvent the wheel. As a married couple, we find ourselves having to keep it alive. You know, we still have to we still, you know, date and try to date each other. Is that
we cook together? We make our own pizza.
We make pizzas on Saturdays, pizza day, and we do fun things together. So we try to do things, you know, everything is not Black Gay Weddings, because of course we have to have time for ourselves. So, but
that's good. That's good. And I think that's great advice for any business owner who right now, especially, it's like a constant spinning of the wheel, like figuring out what to do and how to do it and when to do it, and, you know, making the most of that time, but understanding that this is really, it's such a gift for most wedding professionals right now, and it because it's not going to last.
Yeah.
You know, understand that, you know, when you can take that break and enjoy it and refuel, and
yes, most definitely enjoy that wine. Let it fix your problem. No, it doesn't. It doesn't. That's not what I meant. I'm trying to read along with you.
Yeah, but I think that's really, and I think that's awesome, because those are the things that, you know, whether it's a business partnership, people you're working with, or it's your marriage or your spouse or another relationship, and your business, even your relationship with your business, it's understanding like how it works so that you can keep going, because so many small businesses just die because it's a great idea, but maybe you don't have the inner workings of like how it should be done to have that longevity. So
I'm always telling myself, you know, when the next it's on to the next. You always have to punch through. You always have to punch through. You know, when there's a, you know, punch through the next ceiling, then the next ceiling, then the next ceiling. I mean, there's so many different layers that you can go through, you know, and we definitely try to do that.
And we have a great team as well. It's not just us. If you go on that Meet the Team on our page, you see we have other event professionals, wedding professionals, writers that support us as well, and that are down for the cause, and you know, are here to do whatever it is that we need to do to keep Black Gay Weddings going. So people like Marion and Jordan, and you know, all those people that are on our Meet the Team page, because I might forget to call somebody's name. So go check out the Meet the Team page. But yeah, they, you know, we have them there, you know, for counsel, because we don't know everything there is to know about the wedding industry. We're still learning as well. We're learning too. So
yeah, one of the most important things I realized is, you know, you like you said earlier, I mean, you can have the best concept in the world, but if nobody's buying it, you know, what's the point? You know, so you know, we have a great team of advisors, vendor advisors, that actually are on board and helping us navigate, you know, through new terrain. So
Love it. I love it. That's so good. You guys, seriously, thank you so much. I mean, I know
you're welcome.
like, thank you so much for what you're doing, because yes, it's a business, and yes, but it really is, like, it serves the greater good. Like, it serves everyone, and it's so important for people to know that their love is important, that they can see it represented, and that they can have an easy time planning their wedding. Like, they can actually not have to worry about, okay, is someone going to doubt whether or not my love is valid? Am I gonna, like, I mean, get rejected by saying, you know, I mean, it's almost like when you're dating someone and you're like, oh, I like them, and then you make a move and they're like, yeah, no.
right, right,
Yeah, no. You know, that it's hard. And I think that even when it's something, you know, we might joke and say is trivial, but as, you know, like a wedding cake, or like, you know, any part of your wedding, those are things that are important. And it's like, those couples take the time and energy to research and really think about, like, this is someone that I am actually interested in, and and I want to be a part of that day, and then to have them reject you, that's just, it's just a lot. And wedding planning is already stressful. Why should it be more stressful than it needs to be? So
right.
I love that you guys are doing that, and just thank you so much.
Oh, thank you. It's always a pleasure to hang out and chit chat and catch up with you. And one day, when this pandemic is over, we're coming to New York.
Yeah.
And we will bring the wine.
And we bring in the wine.
Oh.
We're gonna hang out. We are hanging out first.
Oh, we are hanging out.
Yes, we are. So we are looking forward to it. And we hope that it's, when we see you again, that we have, you know, some new stuff going on, and a new person in charge. And no, I don't mean at Black Gay Weddings, but she knows what I mean.
I know what you mean.
You know what I mean.
I gotcha. Yes, drink that. Drink.
This is like the best. Isn't this a beautiful mug? It's so pretty.
I love that mug.
I love it. It's one of my favorites.
I love it.
So.
Love it. They didn't give out stickers when I voted today.
They did not?
There's no stickers. I was like,
well, maybe that's a good thing. That means people voted. They ran out.
I think it might have been, because I actually went yesterday, and I was going to, but I was like, oh, I'm going to give myself like 2 hours. That's plenty of time. I got there, and the line wrapped around the building, down to the highway, over and back. And I was like, whoa. And
wow.
So today when I went in, it was only 2 hours. And I left like the majority of the day, basically. And they said that people were waiting for almost 4 hours, like 3.5 to 4 hours.
Wow.
In that line. And I was like, that's amazing. Like, that made me so happy, because to know that people are they're that invested, like they care that much. That's what's so good.
Most people are taking lunches, and they're taking like their tailgate chairs, their
for
coolers,
sure.
they're like, I'm not leaving. Nothing's going to discourage me. My voice is
Right.
going to be heard. And as you said, it's beautiful.
It is. It is. It is. Well, we're hopeful, and I will be thinking of you on November 3rd. Celebrate.
Mm-hmm.
Celebrate.
Yes.
I'll be holding on to my mug.
That's right. I love it. Well, you guys, if you haven't already, go to blackgateweddings.com.
Yes.
Definitely, but only when you have a big box, like a full box of tissue. Not half, not like a quarter, not like a little, like, one you stick in your bag. No, a big, like, economy size box. Like, this thing is. And only at night, if you're not like wearing makeup that's going to be like down your face. Don't do it when you have to do a Zoom call after. That's fine, because it's therapeutic, it's beautiful, and it's inspiring. So thank you guys so much. I really appreciate it.
Thank you.
Yes. All right. Well, you guys have a great night, and I cannot wait, because when we can travel, you guys are seriously, we are going to be drinking some good wine.
Absolutely.
The good stuff.
Mhm.
Right.
We're bringing the good stuff. We're gonna be ready to turn up with you. So be ready.
Love it.
I can put them down.
Yes, you can.
All right. There we go. Awesome. It's a date. I love it.
Love it.
Love it. All right, guys. Well, take care. Thank you so much.
Bye.
Go to blackgateweddings.com. We'll have all of the information in the comments and the caption below. So thanks, guys. Have a great night.
You too. Always good talking to you.
You too. Bye-bye.
Bye.